I don't see any. Yes, I do. I lied to y'all. I lied to y'all. What is that, y'all? There's some type of squash. Yay! Yay! We got us a pumpkin. There might be a pumpkin, y'all. Y'all remember I was having a fit about my okra? Look at my okra, yeah! Look at them! It is the end of July, y'all. The end of July. Today is July 31st, and we will be doing a garden tour. I did debate on whether or not I want to do a garden tour for y'all because a lot has gone on in my garden for July. If you've been following me, you know it's been some trying times, but I want to be transparent with y'all. And not everything has been bad. We do have some great things still going on in the garden, some things I want to show off. And so let's start on my deck, and then we'll go around the garden. I didn't mention I am in the Midwest, Zone 6B, Illinois. I'm a Midwest girly. I do have 4 green stalks on this deck. I'm only going to show you 2 of them because the other 2 are my spring green stalks and nothing's happening. It's just a bunch of dead plants. So let's start here. This was my lettuce green stalk, and I did plant some green beans. So this is my lettuce mesclun, y'all. This lettuce mesclun did its thing in the heat. We had heat wave, and there's a few dead leaves, but you know, we had a heat index of like 105. So I have some green onion in here, and that lettuce still did wonderful. It still did wonderful. We have some parsley in here. There's some more lettuce mesclun. So lettuce mesclun is pretty much a mix of, I think, 3 or 4, maybe 3 different lettuces. I don't know the particular lettuce, but this might be the black seed lettuce. I don't know. That might be a different lettuce. I don't think that's part of the mesclun mix. I know this one is. I have been harvesting the parsley, but here's some more green beans. The green beans just started to pop out. I will say I planted a ton of green beans in all these empty slots, and I literally only have 1, 2, and these are 2 different varieties. One is a dragon tongue, and one is, so this might be the dragon tongue because those look purple. Like purple flowers. So I think this is the dragon tongue. This might be the Kahlua bean. So 1, 2, 3 beans. Wow, that's it. Only 3 beans out of all these tiers. That's all that germinated. And I don't know if the soil was just too moist. I did soak the seeds, and yeah, I don't know what happened. So those are all the green beans. So my plan was to have this full of green beans, you know, as the lettuce was dying out. So I want y'all to take a moment to just look at this beauty here, y'all. This is my baby. This is my summer green stalk. This is the one that this is my go-to every year. I keep this one as my summer green stalk. I plant my flowers, my peppers, everything. So let's start with the flowers. These are cosmos, I think. These may be some patience. I'm not really familiar with flowers like that. Here are some serrano peppers. These are geraniums, I think. And y'all, these serranos, they're doing really good. I have had a horrible pepper season, like horrible. And I think because I gave them no shade out in my main garden, so I ripped up all my peppers. So the only peppers I have right now are the peppers in the green stock. So there's these serranos, and then the big Bertha Bill. And the serranos are looking gorgeous. We have our Bubba okra. Yes, come on, okra, come on. Okay, I gotta tell y'all the story about the eggplant. I don't like eggplant like that. I tried the long purple eggplant last year. Loved it. Loved it. Mind you, I'm not an eggplant girly like that. But I was like, from now on, I'm going to grow the long purple eggplant. I thought I was growing the long purple eggplant. I said, yes, I'm growing some long purple eggplant. What is this? What? This ain't no long purple eggplant. This is not a long purple. Yo, I'm gonna give it a try because maybe it's a different variety than what's in the stores and what be at the restaurants. Cause I do not be liking that other stuff. This is the Red Robin Door tomato. I have not harvested yet, but we have lots of tomatoes on there. This is a big Bertha bell pepper, I think. There's a lot of little bells on there. I didn't harvest the bell yet, but it fell off and it had sun scald. It was only like this big and it fell off. This is a cantaloupe that ended up, I think I forgot the seeds were still in there. I forgot. This is a sunflower. I probably tried to insert a picture of what the sunflower looked like when it bloomed. It's starting, I don't know what that is, if that's a disease. So I don't know if it's burnt from the fertilizer I used. This is a watermelon, y'all. And with no flowers. Okay, that's pretty much, oh, this is a tomato. This is just like an extra tomato. It's not growing much, but. Now let's head to the main garden. All right, do y'all see this beauty right here? Look at this. Y'all see my pole beads? These are my dragon tongue. They did get eaten by the animal who has no name. If you haven't seen that video, go back a couple of my videos and the picture of the animal who tore up my garden, you'll see that. The flowers are just coming back on my dragon tongue, but it's just taking a while for it to, oh, there's a flower. It's starting to produce flowers again, but I haven't gotten any beans in a couple of weeks, and I was actually getting harvesting beans every few days. But look, y'all, my Kahlua beans, they are really bouncing back. I'll try to insert pictures of what they looked like a couple weeks ago. I don't know why that's like that, but I am starting to get beans. I haven't harvested these yet. It's just a few, but the Kahlua bean is bouncing back, and I'm thankful for that. The dragon tongue, I might sow some seeds today. Like today will be my last day. It's the end of July. My carrots, I don't know if I'm gonna get anything from that. The animal had chopped the leaves off the carrots too. There's not many carrots here. This bag had peas in it, it had turnips in it, and a bunch of carrots. Everything was just piled in here together. So this was what was left after I yanked everything else out. It has some peas that I sowed in here that are just now starting to pop up. I don't even know how many I put in there. Here is my cucumber tower with my funny looking cucumbers. Yeah, why do my cucumbers look like this? So when I did research and I watched YouTube videos, they say it's due to poor pollination. Excuse me. I was hand pollinating, and I was hand pollinating later in the day. Now, if you do that, it says that some of the pollen can be dried out, too wet, or you're not pollinating it enough. So I've been trying to come out in the mornings instead of later on in the day when I pollinate. My, what was this, eggplant that did get chopped down by the animal, it is growing back. But y'all, this was so behind before the animal did something to it. This will be getting yanked up soon because I will be planting shallot bulbs in here. I believe I will be putting them in here for the fall to get a harvest in the spring. Y'all, my shallot harvest just put a battery in my back, and I love shallots. Those are my onion replacements. So I want to plant a lot more for the fall for the first time. So I will be yanking that up. This is my what is this, artichoke, y'all. Artichoke, it's It's not really doing much. It's continuing far behind. I don't know if that's diseased or if it's chemical burn or what's going on with that. Indoors, when I started this artichoke, it was doing so well. It was big, but then the fertilizer, I just couldn't find a good DIY fertilizer to keep it going, and it started dying off. So when I did transplant it out, it was very small. Let's get to these tomatoes. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay, we're gonna start here and go down the line. This is a San Marzano. This is one I grew from seed. He who has no name, the animal, it chopped off the leaves, the flowers, the first flowers of the San Marzano, and it just started growing back flowers again. But we do have a baby tomato growing there. This is my green zebra. We have some growing here. This is the tomato Paran. There are no flowers. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to grow this again next year. There are no flowers. We're in July. I planted this back in May or so. There's absolutely no flowers. I think it's like a semi-determinate. They have indeterminates and semi-determinate. This may be the semi-determinate. This is my black cherry. Look, y'all. Look at the black cherry. They're not turning yet. This is the sweetie cherry. We have some tomatoes there. And Paul Robeson, we don't have any Paul Robesons yet. So I will say that most of these tomatoes are not going to have tomatoes on like the first 2 rows of flowers, because I did start these pretty late. I put them transplanted them out pretty late, and they just started getting flowers right before the heat wave. And once the heat wave came, they just started getting blossom and drop. I think, yeah, blossom drop. Basically, they aborted mission and they did not produce tomatoes. And a lot of them just started putting on tomatoes. This is our black cream, and it is putting on those tomatoes. Now, I did harvest black cream at the very beginning of the season. I'll try to put a picture in. I harvested when it was about like this big. Yeah, about this big or so. And it wasn't ready. So it did end up ripening to the color, but not the taste. It was sour. This is my baby. This is my baby. The San Marzano. This is my baby. The San Marzano, I have harvested from the San Marzano. My neighbor's children are gonna have to kind of ignore them. The San Marzano is a great producer, y'all. So if you want a great tomato, paste tomato and sauce tomato that does well in the heat and it does well in the cool weather, that's your one. This is our Sun Gold. We got some tomatoes. It's doing pretty good. This is my pineapple tomato. Now we only have a couple here. It doesn't have that many flowers. This is a Cherokee Purple. I have harvested that, and I'll show you in a second. The Cherokee Purple is ripening in the house. This is supposed to be my mortgage lifter, but I do not believe that this is a mortgage lifter. And I say that because this is the mortgage lifter that I bought as a transplant from the nursery, and the leaves are completely different. I mean, it could be a different strain, but the flowers are different. Everything looks different. And yeah, and I don't have not one. All these, I keep getting blossom drop on these. So yeah, we'll see if this turns out to be a mortgage lifter. And y'all, animal ate half of one. I had a tomato like about this big, and then the animal ate half of it. So I'll put a picture in of that. These are my two Cherokee purples that I harvested, y'all. They are blushing. Well, I'm trying to let them ripen in the house, and I cannot wait to eat them. Y'all remember I was having a fit about my okra? Look at my okra, yeah! Look at them! Look at them! Let's go! Let's go, okra! Let's go! Do. I don't see any pods yet, so I might have a little bit too much, what is it called? Nitrogen in here. So my next fertilizing, I'm gonna have to make sure I pump up that potassium and that phosphorus, because I am doing the compost tea and banana water. This go round, I'm going to do 1 part compost tea, 2 parts potassium, and make sure I do some bone meal. I thought I did some bone meal in here a couple of weeks ago, so I shouldn't need any more because it takes a couple months to break down. So over here we have, what is this? This is a winter squash. I don't see any squash, y'all. Y'all see any squash? I was just only seeing flowers. Yeah, I've only been seeing flowers. Here's the marigold. Here's the chopped off sunflower that the he who has no name ate. But looks like it's getting a little side flower. Here's some peas, y'all, that I planted for the fall. They're starting to pop up. I should put some peas in the middle. Y'all, I put these peas in these bags, and I'm up here like, what am I going to trellis them on? I haven't even thought that far. I think I have some cages that I can use, but I don't know how many I got. This is my zucchini that has fallen over. Y'all, it was doing so well for the longest. Vertical growing. I had it growing vertically. It has fallen over. Do we have any zucchini? No, we do not. I have harvested the zucchini, y'all. I have not even been eating the zucchini I've been harvesting. We only have a few peas there. Here's a watermelon trellising. We have absolutely no flowers. I had flowers, and then it's like they stopped producing flowers, and it could be because I'm doing too much nitrogen with the compost tea. So I gotta up that banana water. Yeah. Next year I will be doing things a little bit differently with my DIY fertilizers. Maybe switching it up. I'll do a video on that. Here is a sweetie pumpkin. Yeah, I think it's sweetie pumpkin. Let's see. We got flowers. Do we have any? Let's see. Y'all see anything? And I stepped on the end of this. I'm surprised it's not completely. Nope, it's not dead. Nope, I don't see nothing, y'all. We just still only got flowers. We just only got flowers everywhere. Now this right here is the mystery. I thought this was a sweetie pumpkin. The flowers look the same. What y'all think? Do y'all think these two are the exact same thing? Does this look exactly like this? Tell me. It don't even feel the same. Well, yes, it do. I don't know. But this is way longer. Look how long this is. Let's see. Do I see any? Do y'all see? Y'all there hollering. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see any. Oh, yes, I do. I lied to y'all. I lied to y'all. What is that, y'all? That's some type of squash. Yay! Yay! We got us a pumpkin, or there might be a pumpkin, y'all. That might be the same thing. So let me look at the end of that. So it looks like they're growing at the end. Let's see. Is it at the end? No. Yay! Yay, I feel better because I feel like nothing over here was really growing like that. It's just growing leaves and stuff. Okay, let's look at the end of this again. We do have a squash at the end, y'all. Yay! Yay! Now we're gonna come to my quote unquote fruit garden. It is a mess over here, but y'all just gonna have to see. Yeah. We're gonna start with these are the grapes. I forgot which grapes these are. The grapes haven't been doing so well. They did get eaten and they're starting to grow their leaves back. But some of the leaves are light green and the bottom are darker. If you grow grapes, what do you fertilize your grapes with? I am doing the DIY. Maybe it's not liking my DIY with the compost. I had to point this dang old train, y'all. We have, what is this? This is a little sweet potato. It is growing back after getting eaten up. This is a pretty sunshine beauty. Out of all the flowers, this is one in the pots. This is one that is still going strong. This is some Patriot raspberry. It didn't do much this year. This is my bachelor's button. It was producing so many pretty flowers. I just dumped a whole pot of dirt here, just flipped it over. This is the other grape plant. It does not look well. So give me some tips on the grapes, y'all. Again, most of the leaves were eaten off by the deer. And yeah. Y'all, my sweet potatoes. My sweet potatoes, they have grown back after getting eaten up. They are doing well. I'm just hoping they're doing well underneath because that's what we really care about, are the actual sweet potatoes. So, yep, I put that netting over to give it some protection. These are some leeks in here. I did just do a harvest video on some leeks. I'm going to transplant some leeks from my other green stock. I don't know if I'm going to put that green stock in this video. But my other green stock that has green onion and leeks, I'm going to put some of those skinny ones in here. Because the leeks in the green stock, they did not get big like this. They're skinny like green onion. And this is, what is this? This is a blackberry plant. It was a beard. No, this was a cutting from my other blackberry bush, actual blackberry bush, and it's a cutting. The other blackberry bush, it never grew back, but the cutting is doing well. What is all this? Oh, these are like leaves and stuff. That now, y'all want to see my strawberry towers? Do y'all really want to see my strawberry towers? I don't think y'all ready to see my strawberry towers. Y'all ready? Boom. Ask me how long that's been sitting there. Just ask me how long. I say about 5 days. Because they asked me if I was going to pick it up. I done picked up that strawberry tower about 4 times. And I wasn't doing it no more. This one just got knocked over. This one didn't really have any strawberries in it, I don't think. Because this had most of my Juneberry strawberries. And they were pretty much done. This one still had everbearing. And something kept knocking it over, and I just was over it. So I don't even know. I doubt that I do strawberry towers again. If I do, they will not be over here. And I think like the animals just kept only getting in that one. They kept knocking that one over, but not this one. And I know it wasn't like a storm. Y'all, we had so many storms. The storms did not knock these towers over. It was the animals. So unless I move these into a different area of my garden, I will not be putting strawberries in towers anymore. Also, unless I can stake them into the ground, because I'm over it. And this is going to stay like this until I feel like picking it up, which I don't know when. These pots been like this because I'm not going to keep picking the pots up. Well, I could move them. But yeah, the animals, they walk back here. So, yeah. They're bound to knock them over, and I just never moved it. So yeah. So Mr. Animal did eat up my raspberry plant as well, but we've harvested a few raspberries. I think I didn't have the pH level where it needed to be, so it had poor production, but we did harvest raspberries this year. We are inside the greenhouse, y'all. Look at my lemon cucumber. Yes, my greenhouse is tilting over. It's tilting, y'all. I gotta fix this greenhouse. But I want to show y'all something about lemon cucumber. It's getting dark, y'all. Where is it at? Where you at? Where you at? We gotta see if I properly hand pollinated, y'all. That is a lemon cucumber, my first lemon cucumber of the season. This took so long, y'all. It took so long. And this is a cantaloupe. There are no flowers. Again, I think it's just too much nitrogen. Y'all, I tried planting cantaloupes about 3 times out in the main garden. They just kept dying off. It was just something happening, but it's doing well inside the greenhouse. I just gotta fix this fertilizer situation so it can start producing flowers, because we're gonna get us a cantaloupe by the end of this garden season. We got a couple months. Let's go back over here. This is my regular cucumber, y'all. It has a fungus, as you can see. I have been what did I do? Putting peroxide on it. I did my first peroxide treatment, diluted peroxide treatment, a couple days ago, and it's gonna be time soon. And I'll do a video on everything. It's still growing a cucumber. I don't know if I want to eat it. I ate the first one, but this one, I don't know. I'm going to take off these bad leaves probably soon. Look at the tomato. This is my German pink tomato that I did a video a few weeks back. I planted these tomatoes in here way after my main garden. This is my tie-dye Berkeley. It does not have flowers yet. Let's see. Are the flowers coming? I don't know. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they just ain't bloomed yet. There goes some flowers, y'all. We might get a tie-dye Berkeley this season, y'all. Oh my gosh. And I had to restart these seeds like twice. Here's the watermelon that I put in here. I started that kind of late. Okay, let me show y'all these sad tomatoes. These tomatoes look horrible in this little garden bed thingy here. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. So look at these compared to these. Huge difference. Now in this bag had old potting soil in it that had a bunch of weeds and everything. So I know those weeds were just feeding that soil. And this looks so healthy and good. Even that looks good, even though it's smaller than this one. These just look puny. So I don't know. At this point, don't care. I have plenty of tomatoes, so it is what it is. Yeah, it has gotten dark, and I forget. It has gotten dark. I forgot about this green stock. This green stock is loaded with green onion that I need to harvest. I want to be able to use the dehydrator. I think it has a few carrots in there. I did have some. I think this is collards and stuff that need to be chucked and all that. I don't know if I'm gonna plant anything in here for the fall. Probably not. I don't know. But yep. So that concludes my garden tour. Thank you all if you have lasted to the end. If you have, put a plant emoji.